today's tutor for I've had the honor of being today's tutor for the use of Visual Code and the GitHub with other facts to learn today. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Yeah.
Sylvia, are you there?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you now. Welcome, Chovwe.
Yes.
Good evening. So, not to waste much of your time, we would be examining Visual Code in total, like, immediately and fast. I have been told that we are not here to learn how to code again. Most of us already know the whole coding prospect of HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and the whole story is very, very long. So for HTML, we are very well aware that HTML is used for designing of basic websites. We have our CSS used for designing styles and basically every other thing that we need in making websites and computer. I'm going to use 10 minutes, although we might already know this. I'm going to use 10 minutes to brush up quickly on what the website is, creating of a website. Very broad, very 10 minutes is even too much. 3 minutes so that for those who are not fully aware, we would understand what exactly it is we're dealing with. So we know what HTML is. We know that using VS Code, we have so many code formatters. We also have key concepts to all this, which we already know: domain name, host, and the likes. But we're going to see how VS Code can help us in a very massive way. And I'll start by sharing my screen to VS Code itself. But before I do that, please, do any of us have VS Code already installed on our systems? Do we? You can unmute your mic, please. Does anybody have VS Code already installed on his or her system? Okay, in the absence of no answer, I would take it as maybe. So, this is Visual Code Studio by let me share screen. So you can see that I've been working on a couple of things here. Okay, now let us have a new window to start with. So Visual Code is like your every other daily code that you use, but I would not say it is like WordPress. WordPress might be harder, WordPress might be simpler, but I will only show you how exactly you can learn Visual Code using Visual Code. Now, when coding, you get to some certain points where you don't really know what to do again. You don't know where to enter. You don't know how to move. You don't even know what to start doing when you want to start doing it. And VS Code is one thing, GitHub is another thing. VS Code, Visual Code is a normal coding site or coding software where you can just bring in script from somewhere else, you drop it here, you click on go live, this thing here, this one you see here. When you are finished working on anything you have worked on here, if you click on this go live, it's going to show you how exactly you have built the site. If the site is having an issue, it will let you know. If the site is not having an issue, it will also let you know. So this is the homepage of VS Code, but we're not doing anything yet now. Let us take you straight up to the other part of today's class, that is GitHub. Using GitHub is more or less the partner for VS Code. It's a very big, more or less a major player in the VS Code world. And none of these can occur without the help of a stable, just a moment, with the help of a stable program like GitHub. Now, I'm going to share my screen one more time. I'm sorry if I'm moving too fast, please let me know. I got the impression that I don't have to waste time because we know much of these things. It's also an interactive class. Isaiah, Ms. Chubri, Mr. Isaiah, Justice, and Miss Sylvia. The Justice and Miss Sylvia, can you please unmute your mics? Let me know if I'm moving too fast or do I have to go back?
It's fine. It's fine for me.
Okay, Isaiah said it's okay for him. Ms. Chubri, are you good? And Mr. and Miss Justice, I don't know. Sorry. You can just send reactions.
It's
You can.
okay.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. So
Just to
now,
confirm, because I'm just joining, please. We are going to the GitHub now, right? We've not started anything on GitHub.
no, we've not said anything. Let me just quickly revise since you just joined. We've not really done anything much. All we've been talking about is simply VS Code. Visual Code is your normal coding software that you use. Everybody uses. But today we are going to see how we can upgrade from using just VS Code and attach it with our GitHub repository. Now, GitHub has different repositories. You understand? The first repository that you're going to be using is the one you create yourself. Every other one comes after. So let's see how we can link. The things we're learning today are these: how we can make use of VS Code without actually learning how to do coding, as in without actually coding for a single day. You don't have to learn it. All you need to know are the basics and you're good to go. But in as much as you know the basics, experience matters a lot. The experience you need is formal, full-time basic experience on coding. And when you have that experience, you'll be as good as you are supposed to be, depending on the level and concentration you put in it. That is for VS Code. Now, using GitHub has already made softwares that permit you to be perfect in VS Code. If you see from my screen here, you would see that you'll have walkthroughs. Get started with VS Code, get started with Python development, learn fundamentals, and here you have GitHub Copilot. It is more or less like an AI, but this AI is a very much advanced AI in which it has an on my own thinking and it has I will support you thinking. You see, it's an AI programmer that writes your code faster and smarter. But we are going to learn how, even after our code has been written, what are the prompts you actually give VS Code that makes it perfect for the job. Now, you can write a prompt and say, create a design, no, create a website or create a landing page for Jet Poetry and Chevrolet Business Limited, like partnership. That's what you're just going to tell it. Now, you did not give VS Code the contents of the book. I mean, when I mean content, you didn't tell VS Code that okay, when you use this is about us for children, this is about us for Jet. How we're going to make the about us for children and Jet together. Or you say we want Sylvia Osai and Isaiah to work together and make a committee. You want a page for the committee where people can come in and volunteer. You've not talked about who Sylvia is. You've not talked about who Justice is. You just assume that the AI would know that um, immediately, which is not going to happen. So for every work you do, you have to first understand the reason why you want that website, why you want it to work, what you want to do with this website. Then when you now know what you want to do with the website, you would have more than enough to tell GitHub Copilot. So moving on, welcome Priya. Moving on, let me reshare my screen and get to the main action of the day. So we are here now. Let me get to my GitHub. Just a moment. So now this is my GitHub now, guys. This is my GitHub, and you would see so many things: pull requests, actions, projects, models, wiki, security, insight, settings, and code. Now, in all these, we want to create a website together. We're going to do that together today and now. And we're going to make it live. Everybody is going to see the website we're going to do right now and right here. I believe in less than 40 minutes, we'll create our website. Now, when you see this, it's looking complex, but maybe not as complex as things you've seen. If you look at my website, the one I created, humanmentor.com, which if you check here, it's already public. Yeah. When you come down, you will see different files under humanmentor.com. You're having GitHub, you're having CNAME, code of conduct, contributing license, README, Human Mentor, company logo, index, script.js, and style CSS. Then when you come down here, right about this place, you see README. This is separate work from what you're seeing up there. You are seeing code of conduct, you are seeing contributing, you are seeing MIT silence, and you're seeing security. Now we're going to see how we can use all these to create a perfect, well-created website. Now, if you can see just by this place, you will see 51 commits. Now, this 51 commits are the changes I have made to this Human Mentor. Now, when I first put in, let's say the 4 files, I'll show you how to put in a file. That is just by this place, add a file. You can either create a new file or you upload a file from your system. Look at it. Now, when I added 7 files from my already made work from VS Code, I put in 7 of them here. Now, after putting in 7 of them here, you would have 7 commits. The amount of changes you make on each of these work, the amount of things you add will amount to the amount of commits that you've made. That is the things you have done. And it has a very lovely way of keeping timeline. You can see it's showing last week, meaning I've not done anything on this website in a week. So imagine the person you worked for tells you, there's something that changed on my website. I'm no longer seeing reverse. I'm no longer seeing pay. I'm no longer seeing this. I'm no longer seeing that. You try as much as possible to convince the person that you actually did not change anything. The person still feels that there's something wrong. You can as well come here. You can click on Windows, Shift, and S to make a screenshot on your work. And with this, you can screenshot the work and send to the person and tell the person that, oh, okay, all the work I've done on this work has been last week. If I make any changes on this, what you're going to see is 1 minute ago. So now, moving on. Let us go back rather. This is GitHub. So we'll come back and explain GitHub when we are finished with our website. Once we're done with the website, we will come back and see how GitHub will help us take it live. And don't forget that GitHub's live is for 30 days straight. I just entered settings here. When you come down from settings, you go to pages. After pages, you're going to see this visibility. if you don't already have a domain name and a host name for this work, what you're going to see is you can only have it risk-free for 30 days. Here, 30 days. And after these 30 days, it goes out. That means you have to go and what? Get your domain and host either using GitHub or you could use it with any other servers, be it my very, very terrifying Q servers, be it Namecheap, be it Hostinger, it doesn't matter the one you use. We're going to just see how to deploy these things and bring it straight down here. So let us go back to, before we go back to GitHub, I mean to VS Code, I want someone to please, anybody, or it might be a joint work. You know what? Let's make it a joint work. Let us talk about the kind of website we want to build this night. You can open your comment, you can open your speakers now. Maybe a website you've been planning on working on for a long time now. Let us picture in our heads how exactly we want it to be. Please, let us start. Anybody? I can hear you, Sylvia. Sylvia, you can speak.
Okay, so we can create a website for an architectural firm.
An architectural firm, okay. Can you throw more light? What's the name of the firm? While you are throwing more light, I am going to be sharing my screen. Can you still see my screen?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so now let us go to ChatGPT very quickly and let us make our dream come true this night. Now, learning the act of prompt, it is very, very, very important. You see, I can always tell ChatGPT that I want to create a website. Give me a give me a prompt to use. Now, this is just a random request to ChatGPT. So it has given me what I need. Can you see? Master website creation prompt. Act as a senior product designer, website purpose, target audience, color palette, pages to include, homepage structure, functionality, content style, and this is just what it can give me. But did anybody see any code in all it gave me? Please, this is an interactive session, guys.
No,
No.
no.
Okay, now the reason why you did not see any code is because I did not direct it to give a code. I did not tell it to do this. Now, let us work with Miss Sylvia's hey, Miss Sylvia, can you please unmute and feed me with the
Okay.
thing? Yeah, feed me with the things you want us to work on. While you do that, let us see the difference, shall we?
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Okay, so I want to create an architectural website for my firm called Skyliner. That's Skyliner.
Yeah,
Skyliner Architects.
okay, yes.
So the projects, like things that we do, like our work could be things like interior design, landscape, building construction,
Yeah, I can hear you.
and M&E drawings, as mechanical and electrical drawings.
Okay, now
and
this is what. Okay,
E drawings.
and what?
And M&E drawings, that's mechanical and electrical drawings. That's what it means.
Okay, that's all.
Yes, that's what I have in my head for now.
Okay, now let me convert this. Now, see, this is the little you've given me, but I'm going to expand this. This is what I'm going to tell ChatGPT. We're not rushing straight to tell it to give us a code now. This is what I'm going to tell ChatGPT. Now, you tell ChatGPT to do this. Guys, don't remember, the work you give ChatGPT to do depends on the way you tell it to do the work. I will tell it now to create a memo for a work that was given by a client to me to create a website. Make this work lengthy and make it in a format that is worthy of a website programmer. So I'm basically not lying to ChatGPT. We're only telling it that, okay, well, this is what I want you to actually do. So why don't you give me what you want? Now, this is what ChatGPT has given me now. This is the background of the project. Sylvia, I need you to read and tell me whether this is exactly what you would have done if you had all your ideas in your head.
Project objective, brand positioning, yeah, portfolio, yeah, scalability, professional, yeah. Yeah, this is it. Scope of work, yes.
Now, this
Yeah.
is exactly now. This is what we have using ChatGPT. Yeah. Now I'm going to now tell GPT to do something else. Let me tell ChatGPT to create a picture using the above. Now, the reason why we are doing this, guys, is in case the person doesn't have anything in mind, he just wants to have a website. Now, we don't know what Sylvia, we don't know what your company logos looks like. You understand? But we'll just tell ChatGPT to give us something. Do you understand? And
Yeah.
yeah, let's just tell it to picture using above the above memo and create a logo using red, white, and gold. So while we wait for the image, we are going to now do something creative. Now, if we have this image ready, this image is going to give us what we call a major step. This image is our staircase to a perfect well-structured CSS work. Remember, guys, we're not learning how to code here. We're just learning how to give instructions. Like I will tell the little ones I teach, I'll tell them coding is not magic. Coding is all instructions. By the time you give the perfect prompt, the perfect instruction, we have the perfect work. So let us see.
Sorry, what if you have an already made logo?
Now, if you have an already made logo, you just come here and you add photos and files. Please, did you see that?
Yes, yes.
So for me, this is my already made logo. Like it is going to stay like this. Now, if your already made logo is here, all you have to tell ChatGPT is simple. Tell it, I need you to extract from the logo attached to this message all the CSS files I need. That's what you're going to do. ChatGPT will bring out the logo attached to it. And once it does, then you would now see the exact thing you want or you've wanted. I don't know why it's wasting time to create this page for us. So what do we do? Do we check online and create a random page? But let's see. Our bro. Not yet done. So which of these should we use or can we use? Are you guys there? Which of these can we please use? Let's just pick one nice logo.
Okay, we could use there's one I saw at the top. I don't know. At the top,
Which this one?
like no, like keep going up.
Okay. This one?
No, you still have to go up a bit.
Up or down?
Hey, yes, this one. The
This
one
one?
by second row, the second line. Second line. Yes, that one, yes.
Okay. So let us download the image. So it happens that they don't have, well, let's say they don't have access to this site. No, I would say. Let's see. Let's do something else. Save images. Okay. No, let us not save it under your Memento. Let's come to pictures. Let's come to pictures. Let's just save it under pictures. Yeah. Let's just save it there. Now let's go back to ChatGPT. ChatGPT is still wasting our time, so we'll allow it to waste its own time. I just sent a different prompt so that it will not disturb us. Now, let us add that picture, guys. Before we add that picture, we're going to copy this, what we already have here. Can you see? So now we'll copy this. We're pasting it here. We are now going to add that picture we saw on this same place. Where did we see that picture? That was in pictures, just pictures. Now we have the picture here. Now this is the prompt we are giving ChatGPT. Now guys, listen, this is the important part. Can you please hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, we can hear
Okay.
you.
Okay. Now this is the important part. I'm going to take it extremely slowly. The way ChatGPT gives us work very smoothly It's the same way VS Code's GitHub Copilot will give us the same very quickly. But you have to understand that the moment you just give that kind of long writing to VS Code, it can take it a long time before it can understand exactly what you are telling it to do. You cannot tell a baby, oh no, no, use a child. Okay, let's use a child rather, but a deaf and dumb child. You can also explain to it how you want him to be a good child in school without using sign language. It's not going to work. I've been to so many sign language meetings, and you have somebody on the platform, using sign language, and when they clap with their hands waving on the air. You don't actually hear sound. So it is a way on how you can actually explain to a child who is deaf and dumb. Scapulot is deaf and dumb to some text and writings. The only thing Capilot understands are code. Just give it the right code. You would send text. Let me be very honest. You would send text. But your main work, it has to be complete with your coding. Now, we are going to tell, before we tell, let us go back to Capilot. Let's go back to VS Code and see how where we would enter in order for us to do all this magic. Now, this is VS Code that we have entered back. We are going to click on Open Folder because we need to work with something. So let us create a new folder. We'll name the folder osai.html because she brought the idea. Now we have osai.html. We'll click on osai.html and we select the new folder. Now this is osai.html. We have everything we need. Just beside me here, you can see build with agent. AI responses may be inaccurate, but generate agent instructions for your code base. We are going to expand this here. If I'm going to pass, please let me know. We created our site.html using open folder that is here. If you want to create your site, if you already have scripts from if you already have script from a different maybe WordPress or any of them, you might as well just come here and click on new text file. Then you start your work immediately. Doctype.html and the likes, but we are not doing that today. We're not doing that today. We don't want to save this. Don't save. Now, we're not doing that today. We want to make sure everything we are going to be doing is going to enter osai.html. Now, we're going to come here. We expand this. Now, we've expanded what we need to tell chat Capilot. We need to, this is what we need, this is what we need. We have different types of GPTs that are here. But the best GPT might be this 4.5 for you. It depends on how fast you want your work to go. Your GPT might be 5.2 codex, your GPT might be 5.2 mini. It depends on the one you want to use. But let us stick with this 4.5 Claude Opus. Now we are going to go back. And it's waiting for us to build something next. Now we are going to go back to, let us go back to our chat GPT. And this is what we're telling chat GPT here. Remember, your prompts matter a lot. Anybody can write prompts, but not anybody can write a perfect prompt. And there's nothing like a bad prompt. It's just that what you get is the difference. We are telling ChatGPT this. I want you to create a perfect prompt for my VS Code Claude Opus 4.5. The reason why we're giving it the name is so that it knows who is handling the work. It knows who is handling the work in particular. It's not really important, but they know themselves, so it knows it's a distant cousin that is doing this work. Maybe here. I want. So it knows who's handling the work. Now, I want to create the perfect prompt for my VS Code plus Opus 4.5 to create a website with the above information using a series of extensions when needed. And make sure to create all other files when necessary and if possible to avoid delayed questions and answers. I can assure you, chat Claude Opus 4.5 would always ask you for your permission for everything. So when you tell it, just do it, don't ask me. It will limit the way to ask you. It's not that it must ask you definitely, but it only limits the way it's going to ask its historical questions. Now, this is what we're going to tell it. Give me a master prompt and make sure to make it nice. Now, guys, this is what we have told ChatGPT. Can someone tell me what is missing or what I did not do right at all? Or what is something I'm about to miss before I click on send? You can unmute, please.
I think the name of the website or something, like including specifics of the website you are creating.
That is perfect. That is one. What else? Please let us look at that message very well. Look at every body of that message, every single part. What is missing in the prompt I just gave ChatGPT?
You've not asked it to add the logo now. What about the logo?
Sorry, Isaiah, you said?
You've not asked it to add the logo, I think so. What about the logo?
Thank you, Isaiah. Isaiah, your eyes are very sharp. One more thing. I mentioned something concerning how we are going to make it a perfect CSS style. Who can now bring out the idea of what Isaiah is trying to say? Isaiah is you're on track, but I just need you to bring out the idea. Okay, let us not waste any further time. Isaiah, thank you so much. Now, I did not tell ChatGPT the name of this particular company it has to work with. Number one. Number two, I did not tell ChatGPT that from the above logo that I put there, or picture, sorry, extract the background and style of our page because every single page has to work with the logo that it is given. So I will not tell ChatGPT that the name of the company is, let us see, let us create a name. We have TST, we have Jed, we have Isaiah, we have Justice, we have Sylvia, and we have Chodre. So what name can we create from this? Or having consonant letters. Let us make it JTCIJS. Yes. JCTIJS. JCTIJS. This is the name of the company. JCTIJS LTD, for example. And we're telling it that it has to make the background of the word from the attached image. Now, this is just it. We're just saying that's to attach the background of the work. The main CSS work will still come in. So let us tell ChatGPT this prompt and let's see what it's going to create for us. The first thing you're going to see is when it analyzes the image, it will now bring out a prompt showing master prompt, if I'm not mistaken. Now all we have to do is this. Can you see? This is the message it's going to give. It's going to give Claude Plus now. It's saying that build a modern premium responsive architectural website called Skyliner. Critical branding visual requirements. Use the attached logo image as the primary background motif of the site. Tech stack. Required pages. Process, navigation, and the whole statement writing. How to communicate admins, no questions. First, print a concise file tree, then provide the content of every file. Now, we have this already for our what's the name? For our VS Code. We're going to copy the code. Remember, this is not writing, this is a code that they both understand. Anybody can actually type this, but I don't think our brains can bring out this in 2 minutes. So we'll go back to VS Code. Let us do that together. Let us go back to VS Code. I'm sorry, from where I have been and where I am now, does anybody have any questions? Fine, move on. So do we all understand? I can get an affirmative for that. Please.
Yes. Yes, I do.
Thank you, Osai. Chogwe, please, do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Justice, please, do you understand?
Yes, thank you.
Isaiah, do you understand?
Yes, yes, I do.
Thank you, guys. Perfect. Now, it's a simple copy and paste, but with a bit of technicality in it. So now let us go to this bad boy called what's this folder? What VS Code? Where is the code I need? This one. So now we are back to VS Code. Let us now paste what we saw. Now we are pasting what we saw, but VS Code does not have the picture. VS Code does not have this picture. So we are going to add the picture for VS Code.
Yeah, I was going to ask, say I want to create a baking website, right? Is it in VS Code that I will add all the images I want to use for the background of the website, or at ChatGPT?
Now, ChatGPT work is to extract the code you actually need for VS Code to start with. Then on VS Code, after you have sent this image, you would send VS Code the actual image you need. Now let us first send this. Now when we've sent it, you will see magic in progress. I'll get to your question after we have answered what VS Code is telling us. Now look at what it's saying. First, I will create this. I will create that. It's not just saying it. Let us minimize And you're going to see that as you're saying all these things, you are going to be seeing build up work starting right about now. Immediately, you're going to see outlines starting. You're going to see timelines starting very soon. Now, you can see that it is already building the site for us. We have what we call next.js. Next.js is more or less an extension terminal for creating a website, especially wonderful ones like the one we have here. And I told you to always ask questions. Now, before it goes on, it's asking whether it should allow to edit sensitive files. You would always want to allow so that you don't skip and miss what it actually wants to do for you. Look at it, has shown created. Let us go back and see whether it actually created. Now, can you see? It has created all these codes already for us. You don't have to come and say, oh, how will I, what is the next.ndts? What is package JSON? What is this? What is that? It's simple. Now, it has actually fully created 2 out of 7, and it is still creating more. So let us leave this place and go back to our extended work and see magic in action. And before I forget, guys, this work we are all seeing here, it did not happen by magic. Before we finish this work, we are going to see how we would download some extensions. Extensions are what actually help VS Code to work perfectly well. If you don't download or install extensions on your system, it might as well just be very dumb. If you see here, I am using what we call Prettier. Prettier is an extension that helps me to make perfect coding work. Now, if you see here on my terminal, it's showing extension name Prettier-VS Code. It is what gives it its more or less a power cable. You know, when you have your system, you have 2 cords in separate places that you have to join together. Your extension is your Prettier, and the other cable is your chat, the other one plus 4.5. It's only when you can connect these 2 together, you would have to start a perfect work. And where you can get your extensions are right around here. These are where you have all the extensions you need. And these are the extensions I have personally that has been helping me. Because there are some sites you will get to, they will tell you, I'm sorry, I cannot help you if you don't have so and so extension. You will not click on install. I have GitHub Capilog, this AI I'm using. I have Tailwind for CSS work to make my styling very beautiful. I have Python environments. I have Pylons. I have Prettier. I have live servers. I have GitHub, and I have ESLint. This is just a bit of the things that we need. Now, let us come back to what we were working on. It has created 4 of 7 data files for us, and it is still creating. Now, look at what it's actually creating. Reusable components, project configuration files, global style and layout, and it's still creating. In 3 or 4 to 5 or 10 minutes max, we have plus 1,335 already written scripts. Let us see whether it's a joke. Now look at the script we already have. This is something that somebody might want to think, oh, I can do this myself. This is one of the scripts. This is another script. 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 And the scripts are still coming in and coming in and coming in. Now let us go back and see if it's not with our work. It has 21 files changed. Now, whenever you make a change to your work, you tell it, oh, I'm sorry, can you please do this? It will not tell you, oh, okay, if I'm to do this or do that, fine, add. Once you add, it will automatically find the line that you want to edit. It will find where it is written in the code. It will find the file that has it and to give you what you need. I'm sorry, am I communicating? And please, you guys should. It's an interactive class, so I feel I'm not talking to myself.
Yes.
Isaiah, please speak.
I want to ask, I'm kind of lost. I don't understand this part. Where is this? Because I know actually when I want to create on this VS Code like I usually use, I go to files and create files before I input my code. So I don't understand this part because it's creating these files for you. So can you explain how I can make use of this um what's the word? How I can do this too, if you understand me.
Okay, Isaiah, if I got your question well, you said before you work, you have to go to file and create a file. Before you edit, you have to
Yeah,
actually go and create a file, if I'm not mistaken.
yes.
Okay, Isaiah, do you use this method in working on your website?
No, not this method. That's why I'm kind of confused.
Okay, no, Isaiah, there's nothing to be confused about. Let me tell you why. Isaiah, do you use ChatGPT very well?
Okay. Yes.
Okay. Now, Isaiah, if you use ChatGPT very well, if you type, give me 10 types of chickens that we have in the world, and it lists just the 10 types you have, and you tell ChatGPT, expand
Yes.
on number 1 to 5, what happens?
It's real now.
It will expand, yeah? It's very simple. Same thing you have here.
Yes.
Isaiah, I think working with system is better than using a phone. Because if you work with your system, you will see that you have a wider space to see more options that you can work with than your phone. Your phone is compressed, except you are using a desktop site, which is not for all apps. Now, if you cannot use the desktop site for all apps, you would understand that this work that this AI is doing, this is the AI's work. It doesn't concern us. It does in a way, but we don't have to type, we don't have to touch anything that is
So
actually going on here.
no, I'm asking, is this the GitHub Copilot, like you said,
Okay,
on
yes.
VS Code?
This is GitHub Copilot. Look at it. This is the chat here, GitHub
Okay,
Copilot
so
chat.
okay. So you take the code for for ChatGPT and paste it inside Copilot.
Exactly, yes. That you will do.
Ah, oh, okay, no problem.
Yes,
I
that you will do.
understand.
Thank you, Isaiah. Thank you, Isaiah. Remember, guys, we're not really doing anything much.
Okay.
We are no longer learning the act of you have to type 1,000 codes before you're a programmer. No, no, no. We are just learning how to actually undergo through these things before we call ourselves programmers. I can create the code. Yes, this is how I create my code. You want to stress by typing from morning till night, that's your business. You want to claim that you're a good programmer, fine, do. That's your own. But what I know is we are creating what has already been created without stress. Now, it has created everything for us, guys. Huh? If I click on undo, it is going to delete everything immediately. But if I click on keep, it will now keep the work we have done. I don't know whether you guys understand. It will not keep the work we have actually done. You can see that it is still working. As long as you see thinking here, please do not, I repeat, do not think that you are done with your work because you have clicked on keep. This thing would always keep on thinking until it tells you created here. And I think it's even still paying itself. You can see working. As long as you don't have your final tip here, they have not finished work. You get within they actually hold them back. Now we are done. Can you see? Now we are finally done. It has shown you I have created a complex Skyliner Architects website. Here is the file tree. This is everything we have on Skyliner. So if we are working now and somebody tells you, Chobwe, there is something wrong with the pictures, or there's something wrong with your page 2 on this website, you not think, how would I know that? How would I know where the page 2 is on the website? You can just come here and tell it, looking at so and so, I need you to work on a change for, you will mention the name, the content that is having issue, and you click on enter. It will automatically go and edit that word. It will pick up the lines and exchange a line that doesn't need to be there. It will tell you why the server is not actually helping it. It will tell you why this is not working out. So let us click on keep, and let us now fly to go live. Let us see what we have actually created. Uh, uh, Let me share my screen. Let's see. Look at what the product has go live. Now, after all the whole work that we did, look at what it brought out. Skyliner. Can you guys see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Now, it's not very confusing on how we have talked so much, and this is let me use the word. This is nonsense it brought out. It's not annoying. We
Yeah.
have talked too much, but we have praised the site, and look at what it's bringing out. Now, this is where you need to understand the technicalities of VS Code. There's nothing actually wrong with the site we have created. No, 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 no. Let me go back and show you guys what you need to do. Because some people claim that you can always use an AI, but you can never tell an AI what to do, which is a lie. Now, you can always tell an AI what you want it to do. Now, let us go back. Now, you see, we have created a file, and it's showing us something different. This is port 5500. And I don't think this is the port that is supposed to open the work. The port that's supposed to open the work should be, I think, port 3000. Now, let me tell it. Okay, no, before I even tell it, okay, let me tell it now. Give me the link to the live server so I can see the duty you created. Please always remember to be very nice, regardless of who you talk to, be it an AI, so that to feel willing to give you what it needs. Now, I think at this point, it is going to work with the terminal. Can you see? Let us stop here before we go far. When I was creating a particular site, I needed to download NPM installer. The reason why I needed to download it was because of this thing I just saw. I created a website, created a site. No, I created an already existing site on a different software. I mean, someone created rather and sent to me to finish up. I sent the work to this guy. This guy did the job, but it came out like that. I was wondering why I was seeing that. So later I got to understand that what we saw now is what we call a skeletal key. That key, if you send the skeletal key to someone who is really advanced in hacking, they can actually create this file on its own end and change one or two things, and people will think that's your real site. Instead, this is your real site. So let us allow, when you allow this, it is working with the terminal here. The terminal will now help us to bring the real live server out. Then, okay, instead of this, let me do this. Instead of this, let me do this. Now you can see the amount of problems that we have. How many is it? 1,213 problems, which is weird. Now, we're going to go back and follow every instruction it gives us. You click on yes for it to give it time to actually work. I think it's working with the terminal, and once it works with the terminal back to back to back, you would see that it will provide what we need in no time. While we are here at this point, because we have gone one bit technical, does anybody have any question?
And please, at the end, could you list out the extensions you said you installed to your VS?
Okay, I believe that was Justice speaking.
Yes, it's prayer actually. Yes.
Okay, prayer. Let me what was my days see bust your bubble. Yeah, the extension I downloaded. I mean, that's when I've downloaded all the extensions I needed. That is this one here, extensions. There are other extensions, you understand? We have MCP extensions, we have this, we have that, and the list continues. But extension matters when it tells you it matters. Doesn't mean you cannot download it when you actually need it. These are the main extensions you need. But sometimes it depends on the kind of site you want to create. Now, maybe you want to create an e-commerce website. We have started, we have moved, we want to create an e-commerce website. I can assure you that none of the extensions that I hear will actually help you. Might be something else, maybe something I've not even heard of. So it is when it tells you, do this, create, install this website. Then you will now tell it, you will give it back. I say unto you, go and install the extension for me. If the extension cannot be downloaded on VS Code, if they don't have it on VS Code, then it will tell you, you have to go to so and so site and download it. When you download it and install it on a different site, then it will now give you exactly what you want. But these other extensions are very essential, and I'll send them to you. Now it has given us our host already very quickly, but it is still working on it. Can you guys see it? I believe it's going to come out here if I'm not mistaken. It always does. Allow. Yes, it always does. It's going to come out here now. Can we see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Is this not wonderful? Now let us go to a live server. Let me come to let me share my screen so you guys see the magic we all make together. Or the magic Masai made for us rather. Now can we see the screen?
Yeah, I can see the screen.
It has even put some life for us, 25 plus years of design. I don't know when they started the function. But you can see that the work is beautiful. I want everybody to unmute, please. I want us to understand whether or not we understand this. Can we see what it has created for us?
Yes, well, my question is the logo that we wanted to use initially is not here. Like it's writing S instead of putting that logo.
Because we did not put the logo yet. Remember, the logo has to be given to what's the name? The logo has to be given to VS Code, not ChatGPT. You've given ChatGPT to extract these fine colors you are seeing. Because if not, VS Code will not just give you fine colors, it's just make everything black. But you can see the fine colors that we have here: gold, black, and white. Can you see? It even gave us a fake number to call. We created this website. Can you see what it says here?
Yeah.
This is Jed, Chubwe, TSD host, Isaiah, Justice, and Sylvia. JCTI JS Limited. Now we have created everything we want. Now let us see whether it actually gave us other things that we did not ask for. Let's go to about. This is the about. It's still on the same page, but it doesn't take us to the about. This is services. Still on the same page. These are projects. Projects that define our excellence. Architectural design, interior design, landscape architecture, building construction, and M&E drawings. We did not put any of these here at all because we did not tell it to put it. We must tell it to do this before it does. It is a simple instruction that it must listen and answer to. Processes. Here we have an error. I want us to have that. Yes, let us look at this error now. Now you can see this error that is here. Yeah. This error is based on our next.js. It happens in most of the websites. Now, the reason why it's happening is when this kind of error happens, it means that there is something VS Code has done that it is not supposed to do. Now, go back and tell VS Code that when I clicked on processes, this is the magic that happened. I don't know if you understand. We'll tell it exactly what happened and how we saw what happened. We'll tell it, oh no, when we went to so and so place, this is what happened. When I went to this place, this will happen. When I went to this will happen. Now it's now going to say, oh, okay, let me go and find out what actually happened. We are going to go back now to VS Code. I want us to understand every concept of this technical. You must see it. You are going to see it. Sorry, where is it? Sorry. Okay, I see. Now we're back to this place. Do you understand? Now let us see that part. Processes. Can you see what just happened here? Now, before here, look at what is written here. Project images will show as broken until you add an actual image to public projects. The design and layout are fully functional. Now, we are all creating something. We don't have an actual design and image. So we'll tell it, oh yeah, now what happened is this. You're going to do two things for us. You are going to find and add images that relate to what you asked me to do, and we'll put it in the various files. This is one. We'll tell it, I have error codes on my website under processes, and I need it fixed now. I'm going to send this prompt back to it. Now it is now going to work according to what I asked it to do. Remember, we are the bosses of this work. Can you see? I told it find and add images for the project related to architecture.
But at this point, assuming we have pictures, maybe pictures for the websites, how are we going to add it and tell them which page we want it to be?
Now, if you have pictures from this, actually, before we came to this part, you would have seen a page that had plus. Because it's working now, you will not see that plus. When you see that plus, it means you can add an image or a structure or whatsoever So you can go and collect those your images, and you can either paste them here or you add them here. Now, when you do that, those pictures you see there, you would tell it in so and so directory. So you don't have to even do that work. That's not your work. Your work is simple. Add this picture. It should be under my home. It should be under my page. That is what you want it to do. It knows on that page, you might have like 4 different files on that page to tell you what to do. Don't forget, we're using ChatGPT method. What we know and what they know are two different things. We're only giving it the basic commands, but it is doing the hard work. Do we understand? Please tell me yes, or tell me no, any of them.
Yes, I understand.
Okay. So let me click on allow. So it has started working. It has started doing its work. I want us to all see the work it's doing. Now you can see that it is actually detecting the nonsense it has done. Sorry, I'm using the word nonsense, but it was one that made it, not us. The file still has smart codes. Let me read the current state and fix it properly. The file looks correct now. The error in the terminal was from before the fix. Let me restart the server and download images properly. You can see that it knows where the issue is coming from, where the issue is going to, and where the issue has stayed in. Let's see, just a moment. And by the way, do not get confused by all the things it's showing you here. These are just the things that it needs you to do. To push command, you allow. To do this one, you allow, so that you don't get confused by reading and confusing yourselves. Can you see? These are things that you would come across if you actually, sometimes when you code or when you create website, you might see a particular problem that keeps on popping up, popping up, popping up. You don't know why it's popping up, but it is just popping up. And you don't know what exactly is making this thing to pop up and why. So what do? You just keep on clicking allow. Now the allow is on the terminal. The terminal is the one doing the work. Terminal's work here is to actually work straight up with what we are doing, so that once we have a particular work in mind, or we have a particular work that we are doing, it will not tell us, oh, I'm done, no, I'm not done, no. Now this auto approval has been denying. Now you can see that we have tried the same thing over and over and over again. It is still showing denying. And when you work with your VS Code, always check here. You still have 18 problems to fix. It will tell you. Before we had 1,213 problems, if I'm not mistaken. Now we have just 18 problems to fix. Now, let us now tell it keep. We'll now tell it provide an alternative to the issues. Even if it means downloading and installing, even if it means downloading and installing an extension. Now, it is going to look away from the things that's been doing, and it's going to give you something else. Can you see? Can somebody please unmute? Anybody, just anybody, because I'm not actually on my Zoom software now. It is,
Yeah.
please, can you read what is here? This line here.
Let me update the project to use remote Unsplash images directly. This will work immediately without any downloads needed.
So let me ask you a question before you mute your mic. Who made the first mistake? I or them? Or I or it?
It.
Perfect. It made the mistake. It felt that, oh, if I use downloading the images directly, it is going to give me something good and I'll be okay. But the web is invoking its request. So now, remember when we saw this ChatGPT Copilot, it showed something. It showed that it showed what it showed. Remember that this AI can make mistakes. Do you understand? So it is our work for us to just reproject it to the pathway it needs to go, and that's all. So I want us to see how perfect this work is going. While while it is waiting and we are working, um, um, does anybody have any questions, please? Any questions? Isaiah, Chogwe, Justice, Prayer, Sylvia, although I don't know what I'm talking to me, your voices are all very much alike. Apart from Isaiah, I don't know.
I want to add, if I don't have these extensions like this React.json, this JavaScript extensions, Tailwind extensions, if I export that file from ChatGPT and paste it on that GitHub Catalog, will it create those different folders and be files for me if I don't have the extensions? If I haven't installed those extensions on my VS Code.
Okay, let me answer your question
Can you
just in a minute. Okay, it has changed. Now, guys, it is telling us now that it has changed the whole scenario of what we asked it to do. So let us see. I'll get back to you very shortly, Mr. Isaiah. I just want us to see this work, to see whether it's actually working or not. You understand? Now, who is ready to be? I know you're not kids, but who is ready to be amazed? Someone should please unmute.
Me.
Okay, that's perfect. Now, can you see? Now, this is it.
Wow.
We
Oh,
had nothing here before. There's
hmm.
something here now.
Yeah.
We had nothing here before. There are things here now.
Hmm.
Serenity Residence, Botanical Garden Physical, Horizon Tower. Now we are telling people that we created this Horizon Tower you are seeing. We created this Serenity Residence. We created this Botanical Garden. It's even giving us location of places I've never even heard before. Downtown Metro City, Coastal Heights, Central Park District. Can you see more lovely images?
Yeah, I can see.
Regional Healthcare Center, Urban Loft Collection, Meridian Office Complex. Now let's see whether we can view all projects. Now look at all the projects. Riverside Pavilion, Tech Campus Landscape, Grand Metropolitan Hotel, and Enterprise Data. Now, let us see whether Processes is going to work or not. Processes is now working. A thoughtful approach to every project. Discovery, concept. It is telling us what to do. Now it is telling us that if we're actually working with Skyliner architects, we are going to see that it will take them 1 to 2 weeks to do discovery and consultation. It's going to take them 2 to 4 weeks to do concept design. It's going to take them schematic design 3 to 6 weeks. Design development 4 to 8 weeks. And the list goes on and on and on and on. I know. Asai, are you an architect? If you're an architect, can you conform to the things that are already there? And tell us
Yes,
why?
definitely. Yeah, correct.
They're all correct, you see? Now
Yeah.
let's say schedule a consultation. This is, can you see? This is a top class complex design. Why do you think we'll not have issues? We'll have issues now. But in all these things now, we have phone number optional. Let me fill in my details, for example. I now put in, they tell me that, imagine, they're even giving us different things they used to do. Let's say I want to do general consultation, for example. I tell them, blah, 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 blah. And I click on send a message. Do not send, mind you. It will just do anyhow because we did not give it any prompt to say direct a message to so and so, this one and that one and that one. It even lied for us doing frequently asked questions that we did not ask it. What other projects do you take on? This is beautiful. I don't know who it sent the message to. It went to. I've gone to send my permission to something that doesn't really exist. Okay, guys. Now we have touched every part of this one. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, basically 6 pages. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and basically it's just 6. Get the touches in this final part. We have now created a software, a website called Skyliner Architects. Somebody should please react. Just react with your loves and your hats and everything. Although I didn't use my hand to create any of them. So now that we are done with this work, let us now go to the second part called GitHub. GitHub now is now going to make us go live so that we will now check on our various systems on our phones as we speak now and see whether we can actually see it online or not. So we are going back to, okay, we're not going back to any website. Let's just continue from there. Let us go to GitHub here. GitHub pages. Yeah? Now this is our GitHub page. GitHub page, we would need to listen very well. But before we do, let me answer Isaiah's question. Isaiah, can you see that?
Yes, I'm listening. I'm listening.
Okay. Isaiah, do you love what you just saw?
Very much.
Okay, now, Isaiah, as you have loved what you saw, it is a simple example I'm going to give you now. Isaiah, if you are cooking rice and beans, yeah, and you want to make it just rice and beans, maybe jollof, for example, then someone comes and tell you, I can cook. Someone says I can cook, and the two of them start cooking. One puts shrimps, the same person puts shrimps, sachet tomatoes, all the high class quality things you can think of. Shrimps, crab, fish, all the sea life you can think of. Let's just use that word. Then the next person, okay, there are 3 people actually. The next person uses chicken, goat meat, all the land life you can think of. Antelope, elephant in his own food. Why the final person? Because of life and poverty, use just crayfish too. Yeah? Is crayfish. You all use Maggi, you all use tomato, everything. But the difference is in sea life, land life, and crayfish life. Everybody cooked. Now, the point is, when you taste the crayfish food and you taste it, and then you will like it. When next thing you see goat meat, rice and beans with chicken and other things, which one would you prefer going further?
I want meat dey there.
Huh?
I want meat dey now.
Okay. Now, after you are done with that one, you now move on to sea life. Now, this is where the difference comes in. Everybody would definitely abandon the crayfish, rice, and beans until poverty actually come and the other one finish. But before then, now it's now based on what we call options. Some people might not like seafood and like land food. Some people might not like land food and like seafood. Your extensions are like these three foods that I just mentioned. You can have an extension that has a limit. If you guys saw very well, we had a limit of NPM. If you have not downloaded NPM, I can assure you we will not have what we have now. We'll just have a page that has pictures with comma everywhere. And no matter what you tell chat 4.5, it will not answer you. It should just be directing you, go and buy fish, go and buy fish. Let's say this food goes, go and buy fish. But because I've downloaded all the rice and I've downloaded all the sea life and the land life, everything I need. I have extensions at my disposal. I can say, okay, instead of adding those images, guys, listen, I can also go and tell it now that I have seen those images, make those images appear in a transition motion. Now, once somebody gets there, it will just appear. I can do it. It's my work. I can do it. It's my power. The power is just the power of text. It's my power. I can do what I want to do. I can tell it anything I want to tell it because I have the extension to prove. I have the money to prove. I have the money to buy the fish. I have the money to buy the goat meat. But I cannot use that fish, rice, and beans. That's my only GitHub Copilot to say I want to go and do this. Because with only GitHub Copilot, I'm done for. There's nothing else I can do. When we want to take this page now, because it's on Pro, if we want to take this page now to Microsoft Edge and pour the page out on Microsoft Edge, we now have an error code telling you that Microsoft Edge does not accept what we are doing. We will now go and download Microsoft Edge extension. It will now give a gateway straight up to Microsoft Edge, telling it, oh, your brother is here. Oh, don't worry, they are good friends. They can come in, and we're good to go. So, Isaiah, with this little explanation, do you understand why you need goat meat, chicken, and seafood instead of crayfish? And do you understand why you need extensions?
Yeah, I know.
Please.
I understand.
Okay, thank you, Isaiah. So everyone on the Zoom meeting, do we understand Isaiah's question and why we need Isaiah's question? It's true, great. I have not heard your voice for over an hour. Are you still with us?
Yes, I understand.
Why you need crayfish, or why you need sea life?
Yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Moving further. Now we are here at GitHub. GitHub here is what word will I use now? GitHub here is a very lovely thing. We are going to take this is one of the most important parts before our site can come in live. Here we are going to click on new. Now this is a repository. A repository is where you keep and store a site main branch that you've already worked on. Now this is our repository here. Now we are going to come here, this add new, create new. Now you see new repository. We click on new repository here. Your repository name should be Skyliners. Skyliners.com. Skyliner.com. Sometimes some things you type might not be available just for the record. So the one that's available, they will tell you is available. At this point, please, I am sorry, I don't want to stress anybody, but I would need you to be unmuting your mics once in a while so that I can understand that you understand me. Because there are complexities in this particular one. So that we all move together, please. Now, we need to have a description to our work. Don't forget we already have ChatGPT. It already knows the work we are doing. So we just come back to ChatGPT, we tell it, give a description of 300 characters. He said 350, but let's use 300 so that ChatGPT understands. 300 characters of the above work. This is it. That's all. Bam. You don't need too much. Come to our GitHub here. We paste it. Well, good. Choose visibility. It has to be public. If it's private, only you can see it. Now, this is the fun part. If you have worked for somebody, he's claiming that he likes the page or he likes the page or but he doesn't want to send your money. But he tells you that your money will come as soon as as soon as God blesses him. You say, okay, if that's the case, no problem. You just have to come here and put for private. Only you will see it until he's ready to allow the world to see it with him. Can happen. But once you see your alert, switch on. Very simple. You have to always turn on your readme. It is very essential. Now, this part now is telling Capilot what we want it to do. But we already built what we need. So there is no need for distress here because it's not going to do what we need immediately. So click on create repository. Now we have created the repository. Yeah. This is a shot for the work we have just done. Now, guys, we need to add the file outside.html to this repository. Please agree with me so that I know that I am not making mistake. This is a complex part. You miss one step, your site might not come in live. If you don't put readme, it doesn't come in live. Are we pleased with me? Either with reactions
Yeah.
or with
Yeah.
like, Isaiah, do you understand? Chubra, how about you, please?
Yes, I
Yes,
understand.
yes, I
Okay,
do
thank you.
understand.
Now let us come to add file here. We're not creating a new file because we already have our own file. So we click on upload files. Now it will show me to choose the file I want to upload. Now we'll leave here and go to where did we even have Joe Wave? Oh my goodness. I mean, the names are already in my mouth. Let's look for it then. I think no, this is a different one. Even I forgot what we kept. Let's just look for it. So under this PC, let us look for outside. HTML. Outside of HTML is under HP. Under HP. HP is under desktop. Okay. Now let's go to desktop. Okay, I found it. Now this is outside.html. If you click this, nothing will come out because it's not asking us to drop folders. It's asking us to drop files. So we have to enter the file, enter Skyliner Architect, and these are the files we need. Now we are going to copy every file. You click on Shift and you go scroll down. Here's every file we need. Every single, none of them should be left, not brought. So that when you have an issue or complication with the work, you will not say that, oh, I thought I brought all the files. Then you not start thinking which file you end up bringing. You click on Open. If you like, bring in that 7 billion files. It will have to bring in that 7 million files. It has uploaded our 12 files in 3, 2, 1. We're good to go now. Do not forget, whenever you are working with GitHub, you must always commit changes. Because you think that, oh, I have done this, and you click on cancel. You have canceled it, I have done this, you have done. So please always click on commit changes. It will help a lot. Now we have put in all we need to put in now. Remember when I was talking about, please, I'll need somebody to unmute now. Remember when I was talking about the fact that people challenging whether or not you have worked on a site and you say, no, I have not. Can we remember? Still on
Yes.
GitHub.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you can see, what is he reading here, please?
Where?
No, what is it
Now,
showing? Yeah, showing now. Exactly. It is showing now. This now you are seeing is showing that it's just now. We did it. Now let us refresh. Let's see whether it's going to give us seconds that we have brought it. Now I don't think it's up to a minute. Once it takes up to a minute, to show you perfect. Have you seen it?
Yes.
It's showing us 1 minute ago. Reason why we are doing this is to avoid some complications, not really serious ones, just for honesty and truthfulness. So this is the work we have done. A very lovely work. This is all the things we have done. This is everything we have brought out. Typography and everything. Before we go any further to rush and make it live, there is something important we need to do. You guys might want to put these steps in your head. You are going to go to Insights here. When you enter Insights here, you are going to enter Community Standards. We have already put our README that first time. Now we are going to make sure we fill all these things to have correct. Now the reasons why we are giving all these things correct is so that whatever we are doing on our site, since it's going to be live, we are going to be in line with Google terms and conditions that are going to apply. Please, have you guys followed me up to this point?
Yes.
Thank you. Now, let me go to Code of Conduct. Click on Add. This code of conduct now, we have to choose between suitable for large communities and events, or we have to choose recommended for periods of all sizes. So it depends on the work you are doing. So for this one, we'll click on Contributor Covenant. Meaning, if you go and post, Buhari is a very big, lovely man, yeah? And you are posting Buhari is a lovely man, somebody has issue with it. I was supposed to make an insult, but I'm not doing that so that we respect some guidelines. Now, we have made that insult to person. When police is tracking, when EFCC is tracking, when DA and the likes are tracking, somebody just went to go and post on his WhatsApp page, and somebody sees it and reported. Then I say, no, I'm sorry, it's not me. This is why I saw the work. Then I said, people can sleep off. We now run. They now start tracking. They will track, and when they track, to lead them to the fact that the name Davidson, oh, I'm sorry, not that one. Yeah. Davidson AZL@gmail.com is the man that actually posted it. He's the person that did it. When I click on review and submit, I am telling you that, okay, I'm ready to claim damages to any of these sites. Can you see? Make what community a harassment-free experience for everyone, regardless of age, body size. We're not here to insult anybody. We just want to post our skyliner. So, who can tell me what we'll do? Where we'll click next from here? So I will know that we're all following. Justice, can you? I think you just came in. I just hope that you followed through.
I suffered outside. I was waiting. I think you will click on commit changes. That will be okay. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that is perfect. You don't think we would click on commit changes? Don't worry, you can fight the host later. It's not my fault. I'm sorry you were outside for a long time. Yes, you will click on commit changes. Now, when you commit changes to this, Capilot is always thinking. This is the good thing about Capilot. It always tell you, it always bring up lovely things for us. Very, very, very sweet. Now, these two things do not touch. You know, there are sometimes that you are doing some things. Don't try to experiment to not help you. So do not touch here and say it's a mistake, because the moment you do, you are not taking your commitment now to the main branch. The main branch is where it is going to take it straight to the live server. But if you have a branch you created on your own, maybe Abuja branch, and you take it to Abuja branch, these things we are doing will be going to Abuja branch straight up, instead of it to be seen in Lagos branch. I don't know why we understand, please. So that we don't make errors that they're actually playing before us. Now I've clicked on commit changes. It will take us back here. When you come here, you will see that we have readme and we have what? Code of conduct here. Have we seen it? Now, we are going back to where? Who can tell me what we are going back to? You know, I said we have so many things to complete. Who can tell me the next steps we are going back to, so that I know that you followed me in case I never came back to this code of conduct? Anybody? Chogwe, Osai, Isaiah, anybody?
Insights.
Thank you. Insights. Now, after insight, where are we going to? After insight, where are we going to?
Community standards.
Thank you. After community standards, where are we going to?
Contributing.
Perfect. Now, contributing guidelines. Thank you, by the way. Now, in this part of community guidelines, we are going to go back to where? Look at what we'll go back to. You can tell me where we're going to go back to. Anybody?
VS Code.
Why did you say VS Code?
Because I'm seeing enter the file content here. So I feel like maybe the script, or maybe maybe a file from VS Code, we have to like maybe copy and paste it here or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, that is smart. Now, we can either go to VS Code or just go to ChatGPT. Or instead, save ourselves the stress. Don't mind me, I completely forgot. But I was not planning to make you guys confused from the beginning. So what I would normally do is these things I know that you're going to ask me, yeah? When I'm sending all those lovely prompts to VS Code, I would add them alongside. So that VS Code will create the file alongside with us. Do you understand? But let us not go and stress VS Code now. Let's just go to ChatGPT. So that when next we are doing it on our own, personally, we would do it ourselves. So I'll tell ChatGPT, write a contributing code for. Always tell ChatGPT what you are using it for. It's not anybody. He will not tell anybody. For GitHub Capilog, neither is he jealous because you're using another software apart from him or it. GitHub Capilog, so that it knows exactly what it's going to give you. Now, there's a difference between using, I just want to tell you guys, in case you don't want to do too much stress, there's a difference between using these guys here and using the one you already have. Now, this is the reason. When you use ChatGPT, ChatGPT does not know how exactly you created that site. It only gave you the prompt for the first work. But if we go back to VS Code, which we are going to do so right now immediately, we are going to see that VS Code is going to give you the codes you actually need or the codes they're actually asking for. Where is Osai? I found Osai. Now, before we do that, before we go anywhere, let us go and check how many. Can you still see my screen?
Yes.
Sorry, what screen are you seeing exactly? I think I'm confused here.
ChatGPT.
Okay. Now let's go back. You know what I'm saying? We should go back. Let us not waste our time. Now we're going to tell ChatGPT, we're going to tell VS Code to give us all this at once so that we don't come back here, right? We copy. You understand? Reason why we're doing it so that we don't come back and start telling us, okay, when we're done with this, we'll go back and tell it, oh yeah, give me this one. Oh yeah, come and give me this one. It's time for this one. No. So we'll go back now to VS Code while I change the screen. Let's go back to VS Code. Now, VS Code is time for you to work. We'll keep this work that it has done for us. Never you do undo. Undo, we undo the work you have done. Please and please and please. So we come here and we click on what? Paste. And we click on the go. It is going to now write. Now this is the reason why I said that we more or less made not really a mistake, but I did not want to confuse you guys. I want somebody to unmute. Maybe you can speak for the others. Somebody should unmute so I can communicate with the person, please, so that I can explain something.
Okay.
Please, who am I speaking with?
Prayer.
Okay. Now, prayer. This is why I asked you to unmute. If you see the things that are there, you can see that I'm asking you to create, contributing, license, security, issue template, and pull request. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember when we were adding files to this thing? We saw how many files? We saw 12 files, yeah?
Yes.
Good. When we saw these 12 files, if we had created this alongside our main work, we would have 12 plus 5, that we'll have 17 files. We are not going to go through all this stress. I don't know if you
Yeah.
understand.
Yes, I get
So once we have added all those things, if you go to Insight and Community Standards, you would see everything on the what? On check.
Okay.
Because you are telling Capilot that I know exactly what you are doing. So let me just save you the stress. I will do it myself. Now you can see that it has created what we need now.
Okay.
Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Perfect. Now, you see, it wrote your repository is now ready for open source collaboration. Nobody told it was ready. It knows that this is the repository for it. So now we have come to where contribution. We are going to copy the code, this contribution code now. We'll copy it. You can see how long it is, 215 words long. Carry it here. We click on copy. We fly away from here. This. Let me reshare the screen. We'll come back here. So we click on what? Add for contribution. Have we contributed rather? Now we paste our file. We preview the file, which is very important. Don't just commit changes. This is how. Now, do you understand the difference between what ChatGPT gave you and what this one is giving you? I hope you've not muted.
Okay, I'm here.
Now, if you check, ChatGPT gave us something else than what this one is giving us. And who can tell me why? can tell me why ChatGPT's work is different from this one? Anybody there?
No wrong answer, right?
No, definitely there is no wrong answer. Abba, everybody's correct.
So is it because ChatGPT's own was generalized? Why this one created something that is tailored to the code it had created before?
Yes. When you said no wrong answer, you did not think you were giving me a right answer.
That.
Okay. Now, very correct. ChatGPT did the overwork overlay. It just the layout. That's what it did. Yeah. But this work is giving us an in-depth because it created the work. You remember when I was talking about that rice and beans and the likes? Mr. Isaiah, I know you remember this part very well. Oh, Mr. Isaiah, do you remember? Mr. Isaiah, please unmute. This is our time to speak as men that like food.
I don't like to cook. Yes,
You
I
don't like
remember. Yes.
you don't like food.
No, I don't know how to cook. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, but Mr. Isaiah, let me explain something to you now. So now the question I'm asking is that food that we talked about, yeah? We want to talk about the difference between
Yes.
ChatGPT and VS Code. That food now we talked about, yeah? You ate the food is sweet, and you're telling Chokwe that, oh my God, this food is lovely. I like it. Davidson created it very well. Then Justice comes and asks, what food are you talking about? Sylvia said, oh, it's the food I cook. I actually added this, I added that, I added this, I added that. Who has better experience in telling Justice the kind of food that was prepared? Is it you, the person who tasted, or the person who cooked?
The person who cooked.
Perfect. The person who cooked says, "Hey, do you understand? And who cooked this work for us? Anybody can tell me. Because I say, yeah, who cooked this work for us? That fine delicacy called Skyliner website. Who cooked it for us?
The
Huh?
co-pilot.
Perfect. Because I say, yeah, do you understand?
No, sir.
Okay. Let me explain this. So the reason why I use that example is to tell you that ChatGPT gave us instructions on what to do. But the person that actually cooked the food, the person that actually did the work is PS. Is that not so?
Yes.
So if for example you see somebody that does cooking and somebody that is saying, Madam, if you are cooking, you add this, you add that. When it is time to eat the food and there's too much pepper, who would you blame? Will you blame the person that gave her instruction?
No.
When she said add pepper, did she say she should kill everybody with pepper?
No.
Exactly. So, Mr. Isaiah, between ChatGPT and VS Code, who do you think cooked the food?
VS Code.
Perfect. We're good to go. Please, do we have any other questions? Do you understand where we're going to? So, Isaiah, thank you so much. Chokwe and Sylvia, do you
Right.
understand? I've not heard your voices for some time now.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm sorry, what?
yes, I said yes, I understand.
Okay, how about you, Chokwe?
Yes, I do too.
Thank you. So let us move on. Let us move on. Let us move on. Thank you guys, by the way, everybody. Now, let us continue to what we have here. We're going to commit changes. Capillate sticking for a commit message. It has told us, and we are committing the changes immediately. So without waste of time, we go back to insights. We come back to community standards. We come to license. We add our license. Now, license is a very lovely part of life. You have to pick the license that fits the work you want to do. MIT license is what these guys have. Yeah. MIT is what they have. And it is a free of charge license. That is copyright your year. In order for us to work well, let us use our MIT license. You see, we have Mozilla. These are using Mozilla Firefox and some other work, but the one that is popular is MIT license. So let us click on review and submit. Now we have done review and submit of our license. We commit. Oh, I am so sorry. We have to preview first. The reason why we're previewing is just so that we can check if there's any mistake. Always do so. Don't be too sure of yourself. You should, but not in all cases, so that you don't make mistakes. This is a very crucial part of the work. And what else? Sorry. Back to insights, come to community standards, security policy, make on this. You can already given us security policy to work with. So do we want to work with this one? Is our choice. I can say no. I don't want to work with it. I want to go to what's the word? I want to go to oh my god, why the words keep skipping my head? I want to go to VS Code rather and pick what VS Code gave me as security, which is perfect. So I will just go to VS Code and collect the security it gave me instead. So I'm at VS Code now. No, not this one. I'm at VS Code now. I've collected the security it gave me. 199, 93 lines. I've copied it. I don't want to waste time. Spent enough time already. So I come here and I paste. This is what I want it to do for me. Because only VS Code that knows how to protect what it's created. Okay? So let us preview. This is what VS Code tells us that it's going to happen. Now we click on commit changes, wait for it to think, and we do this. And you can see the time frame we have been working. You can see the time frames that we're entering in so that we know how far we are moving. Insights. So let us get to the insight. Community standards again, very quickly. Issue template. Let's add our issue template. We can either use select. So I always have issue with this issue template myself. I don't know why. Once you click on one, you could never. So you have to refresh your GitHub in case you have the issue like me anytime. When you refresh your GitHub and you click on it again, it will now select. Now, issue template is when somebody has a problem, how is going to report the problem to you? So you not tell it whenever you see a bug like a malware, you tell me. When you see a feature request, something like you want to tell me that, oh my God, I like this people's website that you would have added, you tell me. If you want a normal templates, you tell me. So I can choose to add the three of them. I can choose to add just one of it. I can choose to add two of it. I can choose to change it anyhow, but I must use one of them. And I propose these changes. I propose the changes again. And I commit my changes here. You can see the things we have added now. Now we are still, you can see the things we have added here. Now we are still moving further. Insights, community standards. Now, pull request, this particular one now. Let me show you where we're going to do it. This is where we have pull request here. I'm sure we saw the pull request. We click on new pull request. Yeah? This new pull request, we click on the main. It has to be on the main. This main branch. It must be on the main branch. And so I've done some other pull requests. So my other pull request might either help me or continue the work I've already done. So instead of wasting much of our time, might as well just tell it, okay, we have done other pull requests. So why not move on? But since you might not have done a pull request, when you see here, you're going to see space for you to create a pull request. Here it's telling me to compare between the ones I've done and the one that I'm going to do. So give me a moment. Now we don't have any branch link to get validation from yet. So we can leave this actually for now. This is not all that important. It's going to take some other part of thinking to move in to this particular side of a pull request. So we'll leave it like this. We'll go back to Skyliner. This is this place here. Come back to this place. Now, guys, I need one person to unmute again, anybody, so that I can explain one particular thing. It's better you understand it in a conversation than me just speaking. Anybody? Can anybody please unmute?
Go on, go on.
Okay, Mr. Isaiah, thank you for muting. Now, Mr. Isaiah, as you can see very well, yeah, we have finished our work. Do you understand?
Yes.
Now we want to go and tell you that we let us see the page in particular. Everybody should please listen. We're going to click on settings. After settings, we come to pages. Settings, then pages. Now,
None to me.
before you said?
Go ahead.
Okay. Settings, then pages. Now, before we do anything, you will see deploy from a branch. You have to deploy from a branch. That branch is where? Find out where that branch is. That branch is what's the name? Is this our Skyliner that we already have here? Yeah. Main. We already have our main. We already have our root. Now, where we are going to have small, tiny, itsy bitsy issue would be what's the name? This. Now, you know, domain names, host names, and the likes are always going to come up one way or the other. And we have gotten to that stage where it was just come up. So I'm not yet to do too much. All I have to do is just to restart. Now, when we restart, I think we have to save this. Now, you would have to maybe, not really maybe, sure, you have to actually pay GitHub to do any of your dirty work. The choosing the website, the this, the that. This is where it all boils down to, brother. I'm trying to just a moment. Now imagine we got this site from Q servers, which I really do not like. How many of us know how to? Okay, I think Joe and a couple of us should know how to collect our domain name and the likes from the ODNS domain name, name server, host name from AWS and some other hosting companies. Can we?
Please to clarify, share this place, this Git is a hosting server too.
Yes, it is. It is
It's just a
open.
domain name that we are looking for now.
Exactly.
Okay.
This is a hosting server. So the domain name is where you pick it from somewhere and you do the whole connection thing. We understand. So I think we're having a slide. It's supposed to show the name and allow you to go live. Live right now. It's not going live, but let me give an example to write down. Now we are at humanmentor.com. I'm sure you guys what I mean. So this is what it's supposed to show. Can you see it? I think maybe I've not used it to do something. It's supposed to show this exactly. Your site is live at humanmentor.com. Now, when you click on visit site, it brings it out live. This is what's meant to show. Yeah. I do not know why it is not showing yet. I think that's Skyliner. Let's see whether they think we're having an error here. Just to deploy the sites. Let's see. Let's start here because we have Okay, so I think before all this stress, we might just have to run into something I have to check again. Back to this. Okay, so I would have to write an issue to them. I think this is where it all comes from. I tell them exactly what I see is the problem. But there's another thing we can also do. So at this point, I don't know what is actually wrong because once you get to this stage of the work, when you click on this, they always show you the name of the site. It comes out just the way it did in my mentor. Now, why it's showing me this issue, and I know that my Capilot is linked to my GitHub, I would have to link this now, this repository now, with my VS Code. Now it's going to ask me a couple of questions, and let's see whether it can solve this issue for us without us actually doing too much. I'm going to share my screen now, and let's see exactly how we can solve this issue. Osai. Yeah, well. Okay, so let's tell GitHub what the problem is. Now, before that, let us tell it to link link my repository to this work. Now, the reason why, who can tell me why we are linking the repository to GitHub? Anybody? Did I? Sorry. Right. Oh, not this work. Are you guys still there? I'm sorry, I have to just do this. Yeah, if you can tell me why I am linking this, please. Now, my GitHub username is Davidson L. Augustine. Can someone please unmute? No, guys, I am going to tell it to let me know why I can't go live now on GitHub using this repository. So I think it's claiming I did not create the repository, which we did. Yeah, let's just leave this.
Hello.
Are you there? You there?
Oh, I'm here. You're not saying anything, that's why.
Okay, no, I am trying to understand the issue I'm actually experiencing, which I have not done before. So it is claiming that I did not create the repository, and let me just share my screen so you guys can see the magic I'm trying to create here. And I'm trying to say, no, I actually did create a repository. Now, whenever you make any change, it's going to show this yellow line to show that it's working. I mean, it is still trying to create something. Now it has done that one. I am still wondering why I cannot go live yet. Which is not supposed to be a problem. Because it's not even the part where you have it's difficult. So it shouldn't be a problem there. Let's see this. Okay, yes, I think we are good to go now. So now let me explain. I need everybody to kindly unmute so I can explain my predicament that just happened to me. Everybody can please unmute. Everybody. I need
Okay.
yes, everybody. Chufwe and Isaiah, everybody. There's a reason why I'm saying everybody. So I can explain my predicament together. You guys will see it with me. Now, can you please see my screen?
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Okay, now this was my problem here. You can see now it's showing your site is live at davidson.dell.github.io Skyliner. This is what we have been looking for since for it to open. Now, I went to go and do Sabinus. Yeah. I went to go and put skyliner.com. In my head, I'd already created it, which I was not supposed to. I was only supposed to put Skyliner and stop there. But I went to go and put skyliner.com, confusing the very lovely page that there's already something that is there. So there's no need for me to give you that your .com or your .anything. So just for the record, give it only a name. I've learned it today, don't worry, we're all learning. Give it only a name. I gave it skyliner.com. And make sure that it is in your main. This main is showing you that your main branch is the main work that you have collected, you have done. So when we click on visit site, this is what we're having. Yeah? This is what we're having now. This is not what we created. Is it?
No, it's not.
This is what we created here.
Mm.
But we're having, where is it? But my eyes. I think, yeah, this is what we're having. So this is the background of the work that we're having instead of the other way around. So now we're going to now tell VS Code that we have worked to, but there is a problem. You will not always encounter this problem. Sometimes it might go free, sometimes it might not go as free as it's supposed to. So let us go back to VS Code. Let me reshare my screen. Oh my God. Okay, share. VS Code. Please do not mute yourself so that you can always ask questions. I think it is the longest class I've had. I'm sorry. Let me see. Let me undo this. Yes. Let me restore the checkpoint. Undo. So now I'm going to tell ChatGPT, we tell this guy to link. Okay, you know what? Let me just tell you, link, link this word. No, you give me the details so that I don't get it confused. You give me the details to link this with a repository on GitHub. Yes, yes. So it is claiming that it has already been linked together. Now let's see if we're having the same thing. If we're having the same thing, then we'll not tell it to work on it by itself. I think this is the same thing, yeah. Now this is the reason why we need it to link. Once it links, we will now go and tell VS Code that, okay, now that you have linked it, there's a problem. Now let's go and tell VS Code. It is not showing all it is supposed, especially, who can tell me what's missing there? There's a language that is not there. What language is that? Who can tell me what language is missing? Who can tell me what language? You know, we have JavaScript, we have HTML. What language is missing in that work? Anybody? Okay, our CSS file is missing. Our CSS files are missing. Eventually, all the CSS files and, and the images. Make it show as it did on the local server. Point and correct all errors. That's all I'm telling you. I mean, happy lot. And you can see that there are some things that actually went out and we did not know. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
So can you see that it is showing us that we have about, I think, 32 problems or so. Missing data project.ts. File was deleted earlier. I know I did not delete anything. Missing frame and motion dependency. GitHub needs pages to be this and that and that. And you can see all that we did. I'm sure that we did wrong. I believe we didn't do anything wrong. Just for the record, everybody that is here, npm install is a very important tool. npm install, you can get it externally. I don't think you see it in any of the extensions, but an extension will link to help you with it. npm install is very important. If not for it, there are so many things that we cannot actually start and finish. So while we wait, is anybody confused or have questions? I know you might be saying go and finish so that I can sleep. But just for the record, you might want to understand fully well now.
So I wanted to ask this npm install. You said something that we should install it. So that means we're going to like download it from like somewhere and install the extension, or is the extension already embedded in VS Code and we just have to like activate it?
Now, npm install is you're going to download it externally, apart from away from VS Code. So once you install it, that's all you need. VS Code will go and find it in all your PC. VS Code will do more or less a scan to check if your PC has an npm install. Once your PC has it, it does work from there. I don't know how it does it, but it continues from there too. Do you get?
Yes, I understand.
Yeah, so once you install npm install, it will ask you whether you have it. If you don't have it, it was so smart that when it asked me and I did not have it, it said, let me check locally if it is hidden. It still did not see it. Then it asked me and sent the link for me to go and download it. When I downloaded it, told me to follow proper channels of default. Default, next, 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 and next. And when I finished, it automatically reloaded itself and said npm installed successfully. It carried on with as well. So you see, you're not really doing much. It's just that it's like you get lost and you don't understand some basics, and it's a problem.
Okay, so let me get this right. First, I should install VS Code, and then I should install npm install.
No, do not rush. Do not rush to install npm install. I think the same thing I told Mr. Isaiah. It is only when a particular site needs it. Like for example, we are creating this. I did not need npm install for Human Mentor, but I needed it for something else. What was on this site? I needed it for something Ghana, something. Now that was what I needed it for because I couldn't have done it without it. So if I need it, it will tell me I need it. But if you download it, it's also very fine so that you don't get to stress when you need it. Do you get?
Yeah.
Now, can you see it has built all the issues for us? Now, let's check whether. Let's check the workflow. So, can you see that? Can you see that the work that we did? Now, let me explain to you guys why I linked this site. When I linked it, before I linked it, I was doing my village people things here. Who can agree with me? Please agree with me. I was doing my village people things here. I was just finding out the issue I actually made. But now that I have linked it together, any issue, any effect I make on my VS Code, it will automatically come and make it here. And you know your VS Code, all you have to do is what? Just tell it. It knows what to do. Do you get?
Yeah.
No,
So I had no.
I said no.
You said no.
Yes.
Wait, did you say yes, no, or you said no, yes?
I said no. I don't get. Can you just say that again? What you said just now?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry. I said the reason why we link our VS Code and our GitHub together is so that whenever we have any issue at all, the issue is going to be as simple as the things you have been fixing on VS Code. For example, you tell it, you remember when we had picture issues? What did we do? Went to VS Code and told it, please help us. This is what we're having as issue. Or tell me what to do next and do it yourself as you're telling me. Straight up, it didn't work. Abi? Now, we are now back. We had issue with fixing this. But then it VS Code, but yeah, time I reach you, we have issue again. What do I do? Is that telling me that you know you want to do this, why don't you do this and do that? Now instead of it just having changes on VS Code, it changes now it's now going to come straight here. Do you guys understand?
Yes, yes.
It's
Mm.
just like for which other example can I use? It's just like uh it's like creating a robot, for example. When you create that robot is just there. Yeah. Now you need the robot, you can always tell the robot move, fly. Now you want this robot to drive a car. The robot knows how to drive the car because it's a robot. But the system software that the car has is different from the one that the robot knows as general knowledge. What you have to do now is to link the robot's knowledge to that of the software. What happens? Everything works well, yeah?
Yeah.
So we are the working robots. We have Jam is software, VS Code. VS Code is the robot too, or we are helping. We are the robots and VS Code join together. Now we want to drive this car, but this car is looking very difficult to drive. Instead of having your gear, it's just like a Sienna and a normal car. Instead of having your gear down, you're having it up. Do you get it? That's a perfect example. Instead of your gear the way it's supposed to be at the gearbox, it is close to the navigator. Very different, complex thing. You're now wondering how is this now? So you have to use the manual. That manual is you're not linking the manual to your brain. Okay, when I do this, I do this. Once I make any changes with my brain, I will make the changes with the car. Same thing that happens here. Once I make changes with my VS Code, it comes here automatically. So when they tell you, Chove, the work you did, I have not seen your pictures. The stress of going to VS Code to go and work on it. When you now work on it on VS Code, you will now go live and see whether what you worked on actually works. When it now works, you now go and copy the code. You now go back to GitHub and find the exact line 213 that you were looking for in VS Code. Then you now go there. You now click on preview. After preview, you come to edit. After edit, you will now go and cancel. You click on copy, you will now delete that one and paste. You click on preview to show you that it is loading. You will not forget that you're supposed to commit changes. You will not click on cancel. You will not start again. I am sorry I did that long explanation, but that is what is going to happen if we don't understand what we are doing. Do we understand?
Yes.
Okay, so now let us now go and check whether all the village things I've been saying is actually working. If it doesn't work, I might as well cry this time. So now you see, it has come up. Wait, did everything come up? Not everything came up. Why? Let's preview this. So this came up, this came up, this came up. So everything came up the way it was supposed to. But one thing is missing. What is that? Who can tell us what is missing? Who can tell us what is missing? Who can tell us what is missing? Is anybody there?
Yeah, but I don't know.
I don't know what's missing either.
Check. Okay, let me go back to home. There was this very lovely picture that was here. It's not here again. But can you see it?
Your screen is not moving.
No.
Yeah. Can you see the picture that was there? Is it here now?
No. It's
No,
the
I
gift
can't see your
screen.
your screen is stuck.
My just a moment. Why is my screen? Why is stuck? Share screen. Oh, it's not stuck. I'm sorry, I did not share what I was showing. Can you see it now?
Yes. Yes, I
Okay.
can.
Okay, now what is missing?
Okay, this modern architectural design. The
That
There's
is
first.
an
what.
image there.
Mm.
Here's the funny thing, oh. As this one is missing, huh? This one is showing. Can you imagine? And those ones are missing. These ones are showing. Now, when you come to I think projects, it still works. It's showing processes. I don't think we had issue with processes. Services. There are some things that the pictures needed to show. I think it's under home. After this work, we also have this one. Yes, this one too here. So these two things are missing. We have noticed that they are missing. So who can tell me what we are going to do next?
Go back to VS and tell them that the
Perfect.
image is missing.
I wish I could give you a marker now. You go to the board and write. Let me go back to VS. Now, somebody is going to give this code. I'm not going to give the prompt. Somebody should tell me what to write. What prompt will I tell it now? Now that in his mind now he has done good work, but he has done partial rubbish. So what do I tell it?
Let me try. Yeah,
Okay.
so we can say that we need the images in the hero page or the landing page, I guess, to be
I
replaced.
need
That
the
some
images
images
where?
are missing. Can you hear me?
Okay, I need the image. Yes.
In the
I need the
landing
image.
page or the
Yeah.
home page, yes, to be replaced as they are missing.
But let's not forget to before you to go and delete what that's already done. Are we having missing images on the homepage, or are we having some images that are missing? Because
Some
context
images.
matters exactly. Context matters a lot. It will shock you now because I said it is missing. It will go and literally remove the one that is there and go and put the two that we need. So you will lose more and get little. So how about we tell it, I need the images on the homepage that was formerly there to be replaced back now. You can see the pride in me. I'm not the one doing the work, but I have this command. Can you see what happened now? So please read what is wrote here. Ah, it has removed it. Can you see? Someone should please read what is writing here.
That I found two local image paths on the
Can
homepage
anybody?
that needs to be replaced with Unsplash URLs.
Now, how many are we looking for?
Two.
Can you see how smart it is? We don't have to do too much. But you remember when I said formally, the first line that came up was you said formally, the user said formally. That means these images used to be there. Your context matters a lot because with your context, you can tell it that I am smart, oh, but I cannot use my hand and do this work that I'm smart. I am that smart for. Why don't you do it for me? But this is how you're going to do it for me. Do you get? Now you say let it. Sorry. Ebuka said he wants to rebuild and push the changes. I named this PS Code Ebuka because of the way it used to behave sometimes. To behave very dumb, but it is very smart. Some Ebukas might be dumb physically, but when it comes to business, they are extremely smart. So we are running the changes. Now this is what it's going to do. I have replaced the local image paths. Chobwe, I think it's Chobwe. I don't know who said that. Either Chobwe or somebody. Okay, no, I think I was the one who said that. When I was explaining why you need to link VS Code. Now, can you see why you need to link VS Code? Because when you have done this one now, VS Code will only put these things on a local server. And look at what it did. Line 86 and line 272. When you carry this line 10 and 272 now back to GitHub because you want to do the changes, you will get lost. You are going to make a very lovely mistake. So let us go to this place and see whether it has corrected it. Let me share my screen again. Now, can you see?
Yeah.
So all we had to do was refresh the page and voila. There's nothing missing again. Let's look for that down part. See? So we have created Skyliner Architect in 10, 11, 12, 1 in 4 hours. A fully grown website of complete lies created by JTCSIT Limited. SITST Limited. I can't remember. So there's a final process to this. You guys, please carry your phones and type Skyliner. Pick up your phones separately. I'm going to do that now with my phone. Let us see if we can see the same thing. If we can see the same thing, we are good to go, and this class is officially ended. But if we're not good to go, I'm sorry I cannot give you back your time.
Sir, is this Canada.com?
No, just you don't have to type what you say. Just type Skyliner. Let's see whether something comes out.
Okay.
Please, I need everybody doing this. Isaac, Chuck, I don't know who is speaking here. I'm confused. All the ladies have the same voice on this.
I typed Skyliner, but I'm seeing other Skyliners. I don't know.
Okay, let us follow. Let's follow what we have there. How about we type GitHub IO Skyliner.
Sorry, come again. GitHub. Okay.
GitHub IO. I didn't even type too much. I just did github.io. The best thing it showed me was maybe Tunisiana del.github.io Skyliner. Who else has seen it?
I'm saying skyliner.io.
I don't think that is what you are seeing on this. You know what? Um, why am I stressing you because of? Please check your message box. I don't know why I'm stressing all of you here. My bad. My apologies. Just check this link on your phones, please. I don't know, maybe you can copy it to your WhatsApp. Then you check it on your
Okay,
phone to
it's
check
showing
it
now.
with your mail. You open and check it. You showing now?
Yes.
Is it showing secured? Are you seeing anything like do not engage this site, like stay, no host, any? Are you seeing any of those things?
No.
No.
The reason why you are not seeing any of those things is because GitHub has given us the grace of having our SSL certificate. You have everything you want for 30 good days. It is going to stay there. It's going to last for 30 days until you are willing to, add your domain, host, and every other every other thing. But as long as we are both concerned, we have created crafting spaces that inspire and endure. Welcome to Skyline Architect. And this, or with
Yay.
this, comes to the end of our, oh my God, we come to the end of our Visual Code and GitHub romance.
Thank you so much.
Please, did we understand? Or were we lost?
We're going to get the replay of the class now.
Yeah, just in case. But I would have preferred whoever was here because there's this feeling of looking at the hours the video has. This is a 4-hour video. So our work is up and doing. Our work is ready to go. It is not linked to anybody. We did not put, just for the record, we did not put any link. Mrs. Sylvia or Miss Sylvia, I don't know which of them.
Yeah.
Miss Sylvia, if your company,
Sylvia.
if your company, however, wants this site from you, you can show them that you built a demo site for them. You can just change some things, change URL, change the link, you link to the company's email, and very little things that you need to do. And once we are done with it, you charge them. They tell you they will not pay you. You block it. Remember what we said? If
Off it
you
from
work
the
for them,
public and private.
exactly, you take it straight off the
Yeah.
private. Once you see your life, you send it back to public. Life is not hard, and it's not supposed to be hard. So thank you so much, guys. This is the much we'll take for today's class, and thanks for listening.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Good
Thank
night.
you.